peeps, welcome back to my channel. Before I start today's video, I'm going to flip to last week's spread and share with you how that turned out. And I'm going to leave a link to that video in the top right corner if you're interested in watching that. For this week, I'm going to be using a new kit that I received in the mail, but I haven't had a chance to film a haul video, so I'm just going to show you the pages here. So this is a kit from Petite Paper, one of my favorite shops. My order came with this really cute wintry business card with a snow globe, and it matches the kit actually, so it's really cute and small. Here's the sampler with a full box that says Happy New Year, and then some cute icons here and a habit tracker. And then here's the full kit that I bought. This is called Merry and Bright, and I bought it on matte paper. And I absolutely love the artwork here. Of course, I love everything that she does. And so here are the full boxes. I really love this one. It's probably my favorite because it has a little envelope that says Dear Santa, and there's some cookies, a beanie, a gingerbread man, some candy canes. I just think it's like my favorite one. Here's that snow globe again that's on the business card. The quote box that says Merry and Bright, some presents, some winter flowers, and then here are two boxes that are continuous pictures. So it's like a red truck carrying a Christmas tree in the back, and then the back of a girl with a bow and bun. And then the next page that I have here are the full box heart checklists, and I don't think you can tell, but there's like a little detail around each heart. There's some gold glitter, and then here are some activity labels and half boxes with some deco in them, really cute. The headers, and then she provides some glitter ones too. Here's the functional sheet with the scalloped heart checklist, some page flags, circle icons, bill due, payday stickers, some longer page flags, these solid colored labels with some gold glitter, and then of course the weekend banner, which was really well done. There's some houses and trees and ribbons, and it really reminds me of like a Wes Anderson film, so I love that. And then here's the last page with the bottom washi and washi strips and some habit trackers. And her bottom washi comes in two pieces, so if you wanted to stretch this kit for two spreads, you could if you wanted to, but they're two different sizes. So that is the Merry and Bright full kit from Petite Paper, and I'll be using it to decorate this week, but I'm not the only one who's going to be using it. I'm doing a collab video. I'm matching spreads with Steph from Paperie Factorie and Marg from Once More With Love, so I will leave a link to their video somewhere in the description bar down below, and I hope you guys check them out and see how we use the same kit and get like different spreads. Okay, so I started with the bottom washi pieces and stacked the flower one on top of the one with bows. For the sidebar, I put down the Merry and Bright quote box and one of the glitter headers to cover up the flag printed underneath. And then I was really eager to start working on my days. So I put down a Today header and used one of the longer flags to write my Coffee Monday at Starbucks. The Penguin Holiday Coffee Cup is from my shop. I put down the full box with the presents to figure out how much space I have for other stickers. That day I had a lot of paperwork to finish at work, so I used a half box and a work and laptop sticker from my shop. On top of the full box, I put a print and cut sticker from my shop, and then I took one of the full box checklists and wrote down some to-dos, and then I took my precision scissors to cut the sticker smaller. I put down a to-do header to stack on top and wrote on an activity label that I went to the post office. But then I didn't really like how the order was inaccurate that day, so I decided to rearrange it all and push the to-do list more upward and then the full box more towards the middle. To mark packaging orders, I took a page flag and layered on top a winter candle from my shop since I was burning one, and then I wrote next to it. On Tuesday, I put down another Today header, and for the rest of the week, I decided to continue that pattern. I went to the post office again, so I used an envelope icon from Peel Pandemonium, and I wrote on a large page flag. I put down the full box with the back of the girl, and I moved down to the stuff I did at night. I placed a to-do header and cut up one of these scalloped checklists to write down two things. I finished filming my previous plan with me, so I used a sticker from my shop to layer on top of a half box. I did a quick workout at the gym, so I wrote that on a label with a running shoe from my shop, and then Brian and I watched Supernatural, so I wrote that on a TV label. On Wednesday, I put down a dusky blue header and then a half box. On top, I used a work and Maru the mini marshmallow laptop sticker, both from my shop. I used a to-do header and then cut up a full box checklist. On top of it, I put a Starbucks holiday cup from Ying X Planner and wrote that I got my favorite drink, which is a gingerbread latte.
and a couple of tasks underneath. I used a label to write that when I got home, I relaxed and had some me time. The Munchkin character sticker is from Once More with Love, and I placed all of those stickers on top of a full box. I used an odds and ends header and the rest of the scallop checklist to write some more to-dos for that night. So that is it for the first half of the week. Now I'm going to flip the planner and move on to the second half. I put down another today header, and I love this shade of blue on this long page flag. It's like a really nice sort of indigo mid-tone blue, I guess. And then I wrote down that I got Starbucks that morning. On a small page flag, I used a munchkin peeking behind a red coffee cup, and I got that as a free printable download from the Once More with Love Facebook group, so you should totally join that Facebook group if you want access to a free printable. Of course, it's only for personal use, so don't be selling them, but they're really cute. And then I used a work sticker and wrote that it was a really busy day at work. I sectioned those stickers off with a glitter header and then put down a to-do one. To hide the gray header that's printed on the page, I put down a mint green piece of washi and a house label to mark working on orders. I went to the gym that night, so I used one of the activity labels and covered up the icon printed on it with a running shoe. I used a hanger icon to mark doing laundry and then placed down the really cute snow globe that reminds me of the hotel in the Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel film, and you should definitely watch it. It's like one of my favorite movies. On Friday, I had milk tea in the morning, so I marked that with a milk tea sticker from my shop layered on top of a small page flag. I went to the post office, so I wrote that on a label, and I used an envelope icon from the kit. I placed down a to-do header and then cut up a full box checklist to write down some important tasks, which did include packing for my LA trip like 2 hours before leaving on said trip. I know. I'm really good at planning. Not really. I really suck. I always pack like an hour before I leave. Even when I went to San Diego, I packed like an hour before I left. So I'm really bad at it. Anyways, the suitcase sticker is from Ying X Planner. For dinner, we grabbed food in South Bay at a Korean restaurant, and then I wrote that in one of the meal labels. I used a half box to brush letter starting the road trip to Los Angeles, and it was like a 6 or 7 hour drive, so I just placed down my favorite full box, and then I moved on to the Precious Weekend banner. Actually, before I do that, I used my usual check-in, check-out header labels or whatever that I do for all of my trips, just to mark that we checked into our Airbnb at like, I want to say like 2 in the morning or something like that, pretty late, and then we just fell asleep. So for the weekend, I put down the conjoining full boxes with the car, which I found fitting because it was a road trip. And then on top, I layered the weekend banner with the rows of houses. Saturday morning, Brian and I grabbed brunch at a place in the fashion district called Poppy and Rose, which had like the best gingerbread latte. It wasn't too sweet, but it tasted just like the cookie. And it also had really good Eggs Benedict that day. I used this cute sticker that is a little teacup from Happy Dye Stickers to mark my really good drink. Afterwards, we wandered around and ended up visiting the last bookstore and a well-known soft serve place called Little Damage. And I had the perfect soft serve sticker from Happy Dye Stickers to mark that, since the flavor I got was blue. And although it made a really pretty picture for Instagram, the taste was kind of disappointing and nothing special for the high price, so I wouldn't really recommend it unless you really want to take a nice picture. We visited Little Tokyo in downtown, and I bought some Christmas gifts and my favorite Christmas sweater with the Gudetama. I'm sure there's like some video clip that's going to show up in my future vlog intros of me wearing it, because I'm wearing it at like almost every Christmas related event. But we went there before meeting up with some of our LA friends for, of course, all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. Like, you cannot go to SoCal without eating all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. It's like a must. Afterwards, Brian and I had to hurry to a venue because one of his early Christmas gifts was a very special holiday show with one of my favorite musical artists, Us the Duo. And it was honestly like the perfect gift, and I had so much fun because I love Christmas songs, and of course I love Us the Duo. Like, their voices are just so cheery, and I don't know, it's just, I guess it's like acoustic pop-ish, if I could describe it kind of poorly. Anyways, I ended up buying the physical CD and I listened to it on the way to work now. So if you have Amazon Prime, I highly encourage you to look up the album because you can listen to it for free if you have Amazon Prime. Alright, so back to the planning. I tried to fit that KBBQ sticker from Happy Dye up top, but then I just didn't really like how it looked kind of oddly placed, so I decided to just put it back on the sheet and move all the stickers upward. After the concert, we met up with some friends and we went to a Korean soju bar and drank a little bit and ate some snacks. We tried not to stay up too late because we knew that the next day we had to drive back in the early evening. So on Sunday, we went to a food truck event called Smorgasbord, and I think it happens every Sunday, so if you're in the LA area, you can visit it. It's in an area called LA Row, I think. So we chilled there for a bit, and then we headed to the Broad Museum. We were there a little bit early, and as we were walking from our street parking, we stumbled upon the world's, I think, shortest railway called Angel's Flight, and I believed it was closed for a while until another one of my favorite movies called La La Land was released, and there was a super short clip of the railway in the movie, so I guess it gained popularity and then it reopened recently. It was about $1 to ride the world's shortest railway, so it didn't really go very far, but I really loved the movie, so it was worth it to me, and I saved the ticket stub. So if you remember, I think I mentioned in my birthday plan with me that Brian got us tickets to this museum called the Broad, and it's usually free, but for this particular exhibit that we wanted to see, it costs maybe $25, and there's usually a 3 to 4 month wait for the tickets. So it finally came up that we got to visit it, and it was absolutely amazing. The exhibit is called Infinite Mirrors, and it's by a well-respected artist named, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but I think it's Yayoi Kusama, or Kusama. Oh my gosh, I already butchered it. Anyways, it's a really cool exhibit. The lights and everything were just amazing and breathtaking, and it's you only have 30 seconds in each exhibit, but it's enough to feel like you're in this wonderland of space. It's the best way I can describe it, I guess. Anyways, hopefully you could tell from the vlog intro that I put in the very beginning that it's just amazing. And so if it ever visits your city and you're into art and aesthetics, then you should get tickets real fast. So after the museum, we basically had to head home right away because our tickets were at 4 p.m. So that by the time we left the museum, it was around maybe 6 or 5:30. So I wrote that on some labels and we got some quick dinner, Taco Bell and McDonald's. And then I put an odds and ends header and I wrote that we unpacked. I moved back to the sidebar and I filled it in. I used one of the habit trackers to write that I did skincare, and then on the second one I wrote floss, and I'm just going to check off these boxes off camera because I'm kind of embarrassed about the real answer, I guess. Anyways, I put down a personal header and then I used one of the full box ombre checklists to write down the happy mail that I was going to receive that week. Underneath that, I put a this week header and then the full box habit tracker to mark down all the minutes I spent at the gym. And then there's a little bit of space at the bottom, so I just covered up that line with a piece of washi. At the very end of the video, I'm placing down my Christmas countdown, and this is a sheet that I got off Etsy. It's a printable, and it's from a shop called September Winds Studio, and it was a really reasonable price, and I really like that they look hand-drawn, and that every single day has a different icon, so it's not just the same icon every single day, and I really like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more, and of course go watch Steph and Marg's video. I know that in the beginning I said that Marg was using this kit, but I'll probably put somewhere in there that she's just going to be using another Hello Petite paper kit, so we all love that shop, and I know Steph is using the same one. I hope that all made sense. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Alright, bye! Psst, if you're still here watching, I'd also suggest you give kudos and praise Brian because he totally did the vlog intro for this video.